Dream big. There's no other option. Channel PK Town.
Today we have this handsome model slash comedian slash actor slash motorcycle rider in the hizzy for shizzy with your boy P Kizzy. This is the Pinchy Kimchi podcast. What's up, everybody? Come here straight from work, fucking 5 days of work. Come straight here to the world famous Laugh Factory. I'm with my friend Kavon. What's up, brother?
Now you're here for play.
Thanks for coming down here for play.
His
man.
weekend has officially started, but his high is not off yet.
It's so hard, man. It's so hard, but cheers.
Cheers, man.
Cheers, man.
This is the start of your weekend. I'm glad to be here.
This is definitely starting my weekend. First of all, you've always been mad cool.
Thanks,
So
man.
yeah, man, you've always So
We've probably been doing comedy almost the same amount of time.
how long you been in the game?
10-year anniversary in April of 2016.
Right on. I'm right around there too. Yeah.
So started coming to Laugh Factory, sitting out on the porch and waiting for Tuesdays.
I do Tuesdays. Yeah.
And Jamie finally said, like, come, I need to see you again, buddy. I come back again. He
Every
goes,
week, right?
"Okay,
Yeah,
You're working as host midnight show. You're hosting Build Your Name. So he
How long did you wait
He
normally?
didn't build it though very much. He built it.
How long did you wait normally?
I waited like 1 week I didn't get chosen. Another week I did. I got up 3 times. In the 4th, he said he wants to see me again. And the 5th, he passed me.
Oh, that's good, man.
It's not
It
bad,
took me
but that took over the course of a year and a half.
me too. It took me about a year.
Now,
Yeah.
Once I got passed, then all the little cockroaches came up like, "Can you get me in? Can you get me in?" And I'm like, "I can help you get in the way I got in." Like what? I go every Tuesday, go sit on the curb.
No, but how long did you wait, like, to get in?
I mean,
in front of the Laugh Factory.
I was out there about 6 times on the curb, but you can
No.
only come
How
every
many
6
hours? How
weeks.
many hours?
Oh, you wait out there for about 2 hours each time.
That's not okay. I think I did like
you
4 to
gotta line
6
up around
hours. Yeah.
3:30 or 4.
Yeah.
And then they I think they check you in at 6.
Yeah.
So I was out there about 2:30 or 3. I'm
Yeah.
going back now 10 years. So
What's it called? For people who are watching this right now, if you're trying to be a stand-up comedian, you got to go to open mic. But at the big comedy clubs, you got to go wait for a while. And sometimes I remember there'd be like a big gangster black dude that would just, like he would rip up the list and everybody would be scared. We'd be like, oh shit. And then everybody just fucking pulls out. And we're like, no. So I would have to go real early to make sure because he would bump people down.
you probably go and laminate the list.
I got a laminate.
Yeah. Am I on camera too?
Yeah, you're right here, man.
Oh, what's up? Hey, everybody.
Yeah, man. So where'd you first want to start? Like, let's go. I like doing timelines here because because everyone that I brought in here, like we've hung out, but we've never really I've never really, in depth.
Got to meet any of them. Comedians always like, "What's up, dog? Good? You good? Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
What's new? Nothing. Okay,
Yeah.
cool." And then you find out they have a sitcom.
Yeah.
You're like, "Yo,
yeah,
man, what do you mean nothing?"
Yeah. And not that trying to be like Oprah, but
Yeah.
definitely like some comedians have opened up, So like
Well, to go back to the beginning, my mother
to
and
the
father.
birth. Yes. No, for real. Mother and
Oh,
father, yeah.
okay, so dad's Iranian,
Yeah.
and he moved to America and was going to college and working at a casino, and my mom was there too in Reno, Nevada.
Wow.
Got together, Persian dad, American mom, had me, and they named me Kavon, and my brother Shaheen. But they told us I can go by Kevin, and your brother can go by Sean. Well, he decided to go by Sean, and I was like, "Well, my name's Kavon. It's been you're like right when you go to first grade or kindergarten, you don't want to change your name right away.
Yeah.
They've been calling me Kavon at home for 5 years, so I just rolled with that.
Are you younger or
I'm the older one. And
yeah.
so I was like, "Yeah, I'll be Kavon." My brother was smart. He's like, "I'll be Sean. Make life easy. People will like me better."
Yeah.
Because when you name yourself, when people think you named yourself Kavon, there's a lot of baggage that comes with that. They're like, "What are you, like some Beyonce, or like you think you're Bono or Prince?" And you're like, "No, that's just my name."
Yeah.
And
I've known you for a long time. That's the first time I've ever known why.
Yeah. And so fast forward, I was going to like comedy clubs, and my day job was Googling us to see what we're doing during the day to fire people. If you're doing inappropriate things. It's a very conservative company. If you're doing stand-up comedy, they'll fire you. So they
Wait, what was your job?
My day job was medical device sales. So my boss lived in like Atlanta, and he'd be Googling us to see what we're doing because he had a sales rep in California, a sales rep in Nevada, one in Arizona. So you couldn't do anything. You could be doing. They don't want you doing comedy, and that's your dream. They want you to like, hey, 5 days a week. What are you focused on? So I changed my spelling of my name to K-VON. so that no one could find me online.
That's brilliant, man.
Yeah,
Are
so
you
I was,
serious?
yeah, I was living a double life. Many nights I'd be out here hosting the midnight show, get done at 2 a.m. on a Saturday, and then wake up the next day and have to drive to like Santa Barbara for early morning Monday surgery that I had to be at, because surgery started at 6 a.m., sometimes 7 a.m.
You have to be there for the surgery.
I was working like PK. Yeah, I was in the surgery in the operating rooms.
Wait. So you sold medical devices,
Right.
and then you had to be there for the surgery too.
I had to be there to watch the device go in to the body.
Wow.
Because some doctors had never done it before. We're training them how to get comfortable with our product. So
wow,
that was my day job, and it was much better than my night job. Comedy was just a little thing I would do 2-3 times a week. 1 time a week, whenever I can get a spot. But now,
wait, where'd you grow up? You grew up in Reno?
Reno, Nevada till I was 10, and Las Vegas till I was 20.
Oh, damn, you grew up in Vegas?
Yeah.
Wait, time out. You gotta talk about that. How do you grow up in Vegas? How close to the Strip?
Well, Vegas in the 90s was very small, so everything was 10 minutes to the Strip.
Yeah.
And there's nothing else to do if you're 17, 16, 15, so you would just go to the Strip.
You just hang out.
Yeah, and you have to be 21 to do anything fun on the Strip.
So you can't do anything.
We would hang out at the entrance or the exit of the nightclub. We would hang out in the mall, walking to the restaurant.
And do
We'd
what?
meet all kinds of gorgeous, imagine all the people in Vegas, but you're 16.
Yeah, but you can't do anything.
But we had to have a game. You have to walk up to them and like hit on these
talk.
girls. Yeah, I remember one night we go to this one restaurant that turned into a nightclub. So you would go to the restaurant and pretend we're going to eat dinner there, and like we'd order like an appetizer and share it 3 ways because we're broke. And then we go in the bathroom, and like we had to use the bathroom for about an hour.
Yeah.
The whole place converted to a nightclub. Then we popped out of the bathroom like, "What's up?" Now we're in the club, and no one has carded us. There's a bouncer set up outside now, and they're carding everybody. But that transition period is when we would hide out, and so we would meet 30-year-old lawyers from Tennessee and Texas, and we're just hitting on girls.
Just you
we're 17
boys?
hitting on MILF. Every girl was a MILF, even if she was like 21. Like, damn, look at that old lady over there.
What's the, because I'm sure weekends are annoying. What's the weekday night? That's you know what I'm saying? There must be like a.
Well, we wouldn't do nothing on the weekday nights because my mom was like super strict.
For real.
My mom was basically an Asian tiger mom in an American body. Yeah, she knew Vegas would be a bad place to grow up, so she kept us so busy. Like, I had no free time.
But then on the
I
weekends,
did marching band in the morning. 5:30 a.m. go to school, marching band 6 to 7. High school starts. Then after high school, gets out at 2. Swim practice till 4.
Wow.
Then Boy Scouts 6 p.m. till 7.
Really?
Then go home and do homework and just fall asleep in my book. Like,
really? Because your mom, she was like ambitious, but also she knew that it was going to keep you away.
The best way to keep me out of
You
trouble.
and your brother.
Me and my brother. Eagle Scout and swimming and honors program and school and all that.
So Saturday nights you can hang out with your boys.
Yeah, Friday night and Saturday.
Jump in a cab.
No, we would drive. We didn't drink. We would just be around everybody else.
Just be there.
So all my friends were Mormon, so we would go cause trouble. But
really?
In
all
Las
the Mormons
Vegas.
in Vegas?
In Vegas, the kids who are doing the most activities, like Boy Scouts and band and this my mindset was Mormon.
Great.
Mindset.
Yeah.
So all my friends were Mormon growing up.
So you guys just had nothing but just your gab.
Yeah. We learned how to talk. Just talk.
The Mormon guys were hitting on girls too?
Oh, they were the best.
Because
all they wanted to do was make out.
Right?
No,
they're oppressed.
Well, we wouldn't do anything that bad. We would just try to like.
No, but I'm saying like even Mormons, like they probably feel so guilty.
Some of them
doing.
Well, I hung out with the cool Mormons. There's the
yeah.
super fundamental Mormons. They're not going to do any of what I'm talking about.
They're,
then there's the ones that want to be bad.
Yeah.
And they're doing like drugs and popping pills.
Yeah. I've met some of those Mormons. Yeah.
Oh, Jack Mormons.
I've partied with some of the crazy Mormons. But wait. So they just wanted to make out.
Yeah, make it like this. Like, who could kiss the most girls tonight? So it's very juvenile, but still a game. It requires
that is game. Yeah.
And we're meeting strangers, so you have to like.
And you guys would make out?
Yeah, we'd find girls, and like my one buddy.
You guys would find 21-year-old girls that make out
20,
when
30.
you're 16?
Yes.
And they thought you were 21.
They thought we were 21. We had these lies, like, oh yeah, I'm in college. What's your major? Biology, because we were in biology in high school, so that was like easy to talk about. We're like, kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. Or whatever we're taking, like geometry. Hey, what's your major? Algebra trig. You idiot. That's not a major yet. I asked my buddy, what are some college majors? Because I wanted my story to be straight.
Yo. I hope your mom sees this. Hi, Mom. Hi, Kavon's mom. I respect you much. That's awesome, man.
I'm going to show her the good stuff. We'll see how this ends up.
I could never live in Vegas, man. Like I just have too many vices. Like it's taken me so long to give up a lot of my addiction. I've been addicted to everything, right? And
Oh,
like
so I've never been addicted to anything.
so that's funny how like because if you're close to it all, you see how sloppy and disgusting and stupid it is.
Yeah, my
But
dad took me to the top of Las Vegas and goes, "You see this young man?" I'm like, "Yeah." You know, this is usually where dad goes, "One day all of this can be yours."
Yours, right,
My dad
yeah.
was like, "Don't gamble. This town was built on the losers."
Seriously.
Back in the car.
Yeah.
So yeah, he told me that the town is built off of people losing their money, and he said don't drink. He drinks 3-4 cups of coffee a day. He goes, "You see this? Don't ever drink it." I go, "You drink it?" He goes, "You don't want to get addicted to it." So I never drank coffee yet.
So you haven't done you don't do anything.
No,
Never done drugs. Never.
I've never done any drugs.
Just like beautiful women and
Beautiful women
and jokes.
Yeah,
And
if you're gonna
and
have one
laughter.
vice, beautiful women is the vice. To
yeah,
have.
unless you're married, don't
Yeah,
get married.
unless you're married.
Don't get married, Kavon.
Becky with the good hair.
Dude, I'm so fascinated by that. That's crazy. So I always wonder what it'd be like to growing up in Vegas. But you just showed, if you have good, family and good friends, it's just it's like any other city. You just
But it's just weird because I thought it was like every other city, but then I ask other kids like, "What did you do in Oklahoma growing up?" They're like, "Oh, we drive out to like the boonies and drink together and get drunk and DUI." I'm like, "No, we didn't really do that."
That's funny.
We had like cool stuff, but they were still building Las Vegas. So sometimes we get girls from the Strip and bring them back. We're like, "Let's go show you the top of town, like this little hill."
Are you serious?
And they're building it. They're putting these big drainage pipes underground. And I'm like, "You girls want to go through the tunnel?"
No way.
And we would be scared, but we're the guys, so we have to pretend like we're not scared. So we'd like come on, and we go through like a maybe a half-mile long tunnel, crouching down.
Are they drunk?
They're like, "What is this? This is so weird." But once you get to the other side, you pop out, and now you're overlooking all of Las Vegas.
No way.
And you're like, "Wasn't that worth it?" Like their hearts were beating because they don't know if there's like, and we would
They don't
tell
know if you're gonna kill them.
Yeah, they don't know what's going on.
I can't believe they went with you.
I know girls will do it. Girls will. If you're like, "Trust me,"
I'm like, oh my god, are we gonna die? Are we
yeah,
get
you're
raped?
holding hands, going through a
It's gonna be
tunnel.
worth it. It's
and then
worth
you
it.
pop up, and then the other side is all of Las Vegas, glistening lights, and they're like, "This was so unique. I love hiking."
They're in their fucking heels.
They're there. And we would tell a story halfway through the tunnel.
Oh.
Listen, halfway through the tunnel, we'd be like, "So we didn't tell you this, but there's this homeless guy who's been known to like want to kill young kids, and he hides in here with the dagger. But don't worry, I got this." And then, but we would tell the story so convincingly that we would be scared. Like, like on this side, I was like a man holding her hand, like, "I got this." On this side, I was like trying to feel for a homeless guy with a knife.
That is some impressive mad game in high school to get these 21-year-old girls to do that.
Yeah,
That's
21, 25.
But you said sometimes 30?
To 30, yeah, 30-year-old lawyer. That's the one I always remember. Is we're kissing. She's like, "I'm a lawyer. What do you do?" I'm like, "Biology major." In high school. She's probably like, "Ooh, you're gonna be a doctor soon."
Why is that so impressive if you're a guy? But if it was like, you know what I'm saying? If it's the other way, then it'd just be straight up like, "Ew, what the fuck?" Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if these young girls.
Oh yeah, if it was a
getting these
16-year-old girl,
30-year-old men.
Yeah.
Come to this tunnel.
Yeah, if a 16-year-old girl's like, "Come to this." See, that reminds me. After a comedy show once on my birthday, this beautiful, most banging girl you've seen grabbed my face and kissed me. And goes, "Happy birthday." She shoved me back. I was like, "Whoa." She's like, "Here's my number." So I was like, "What's up, girl?" She's like, "Come to the top of the park. It's in Laguna Beach. It overlooks all of Orange County and the ocean. And meet me there in 1 hour." I was like, "Oh, that sounds cool." But I didn't drive. So I'm like, "Yo, man, give me your car keys. I got to go." And my buddy's like, "No, hang with us. We just got done with the show. We're doing we're boys. We're hanging out." I was like, "All right." Hung out for 30 minutes. I go, "Yo," she's like, "Where are you? I'm waiting." I'm like, "Give me the keys. Give me the keys." I go, "I'll be back in 1 hour." And she's like, and my buddy goes, "How old is this girl? The park?" And that's when "Hey, how old are you?" She goes, "What does that matter? Just come." I go, "No, how old now?" So ding, 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 flags up. She's like, "Okay, I'm 15 and a half.
Oh, no.
And I was like,
Yep.
I was like, "Okay, hold on."
No
I
go.
grabbed my calendar and I put her birthday in my Google Calendar and then I changed the date 3 years later, and I saved it. I go, I'll talk to you in 3 years. And sure enough, I was still single 3 years later.
Wow, that is planning for the future,
Yeah.
yo. Wow.
I was like, I'll talk to you in 3 ice cream seasons.
You know how crazy that is? That it comes fast though. That you don't know. Like 3 years later, like, oh shit.
Yeah, but I hit her. I actually did.
Yeah,
hit her.
didn't you put a note? You have to put a note because you forget. You forget what the hell.
I was like, girl, kiss me for my birthday. Said meet her at the park. You know those. So I hit her up 3 years later. I'm like, hey, what's up? She's like, who is this? I go, it's Kavon. Remember the comedian? She's like, oh my god, how are you? I go, good. So we should hang out now.
No way.
And she's like, that's really creepy.
No way.
I thought it was romantic. I was like, what? That's like Elvis and Woody Allen. They just married the girl while she's young. I did the right thing and I'm the creep. So
that's hilarious. You're like, oh shit, is this gonna be romantic?
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god.
That didn't end so hot.
So Vegas, and then you moved out to LA.
So in Vegas, I wanted to do comedy, but I didn't know how.
Who were the comedians that you saw?
I never saw any comedian in Las Vegas.
Wow.
I just saw them on
saw the
billboards.
names.
Yeah, Andrew Dice Clay going by.
That was when he was
Carrot
big.
Top.
Yeah.
All these guys, Seinfeld.
That's so interesting, man. You saw all the names of the headliners that have made it
big
like on the top
I never
of the
saw
world.
anyone in the workshop doing what we're doing.
But then you must have seen their videos, their DVDs.
I would love
their
to watch
VHS.
those comic relief with remember the Billy Crystal, Woody.
Oh yeah. They all do
Whoopi
like
Goldberg.
their best 5 minutes. Arsenio,
Bobcat Bob. All that.
Yeah.
So I watch that and go, yeah, I'm doing comedy. But
That was it.
I thought of comedy as like an old man. Like once you're old, you can do comedy. Once you're like famous and you've been in a TV show. So then I would read books. And
Who was it though? Who were like the first comedians that you were like?
I love George Carlin right off the bat. I was like, this guy's so funny. You know, he'd be like, the 10 commandments, we don't need 10. Let's get rid of the first, second, and third. Now there's only 6 commandments. You know, like whatever. He was just really funny. So then I would then I read books. I started getting books, and every book I read would be like, and this comedian got his start at the Laugh Factory, or this comedian got his start at the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
So I took that literally, that they actually started. So I was like, I'm not going to start comedy in Nevada. I'm going to wait till I get to Hollywood to get my start, because I want to be like my idols. I'm not going to start here. Well, little did I know, they got their start whatever town they're in, and then they moved over. Everyone claims they got their start in Hollywood, but very few did. So I did. First show I ever did was at the Comedy Store.
Dang, you did potluck?
No, there's a guy named actually Josh Nasser, who you might have had.
Oh yeah, I know. I remember Josh.
Yeah, he's still around.
Mr. Tan dude.
Mr. Tan, Mr. Buff. So Josh had a show. He said, if you bring some people, I'll put you on in the belly room. Like, sweet, as long as I got my start at the Comedy Store, that's cool. And I brought like 5 people, and it went okay.
Dang, that's good.
I was
so
like,
for the first time,
goes, you can come back again in a month. I'm like, sweet. This time I'm like, hey, everybody, you all need to come see me. And I invited, and like 60 people showed up.
Wow.
The belly room's not that big.
You're definitely a people person, because you moved out here and then you just networked.
Yeah,
fast.
Kinda.
Well, if you brought 60 heads,
I brought everyone from my work, my day job.
Oh,
that's where
But then you're.
That's where everything hit the fan,
and everybody knew.
Because they're like, oh, this dude's got 60 people. We're gonna put him last, because we don't want any of his guests leaving and stop drinking until after this guy performs.
Oh, okay.
They don't want me to go up first or second, where I probably should have gone up.
Yeah.
They put me up after, and I don't know exactly who was there that night, but it was like Sebastian, John Caparulo, Bobby Lee.
People have been doing it.
Yeah, Steve Renazizi. I remember these guys were up, and they were just smashing. Like, and now the guy you came to see, and I just bombed, dude.
It was bad?
Yeah.
It was painful.
It was painful for everybody. Like, I go to work the next day,
and it was, oh no
people
way.
Like, Mr. Comedian guy. I was like, yeah. They're like, so you want to be a comedian, huh? Those guys killed you.
Why did they fucking laugh? Like, they weren't being, usually like if they're coworkers, they're like at least gonna give you their polite.
I had no material. I had written stuff for the show.
What about you don't want to do?
I was like,
you don't want to do the stuff that you did though.
No, I was like, you ever been in the office? Like, all my jokes were in the office, because that's all I was ever doing. You ever in the office and they're like, Kavon, get up and give a presentation, but you have like you've got a boner. Now everyone's got to see your dress pants, and so then like women in the office were like, so does that happen a lot? Or I'm like, no, it's just like a joke, and they're like, yeah, that was weird. Why did you say that joke? So I quit comedy after that.
Right after that,
I quit.
How long after?
I quit for 2 years after that.
Because it was that painful.
Yeah. It was bad.
Much respect to you, brother. No,
for quitting?
To that. No, I'm saying
everyone should quit. When
you're here.
Yeah, so
you're
I quit.
Doing it.
I quit. I was like, I'm better at sales. I suck at
A lot of people they take that and they can't recover.
Mm-mm.
They can't come back.
It's a hard thing. When you suck and your friends come see you and you suck and other people are good, it's like trying to tell everyone you're a BMX rider and you're on a tricycle out there and you keep falling and other people are doing backflips. So like you're never going to get there. So after 2 years, I was like, I will regret this for the rest of my life if I don't get back on the horse. And
Dang it, to 2 years.
2 years, because I was like, I just got to focus on stand up. And I got a job. I went from that sales job to medical sales. That was a different sales job, but
Oh, that other one was a different one.
different one. So this one was the medical sales is a dream job. People do this and retire off
bank,
of it. Yeah, this is a job where you like take care of your family for the rest of your life with, and you have like 2 kids and a white picket fence, and you live in San Diego or something. So, yeah. So I was like, no, I'm gonna go the artist route. So that's where we're at right now. This is 10 years later.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
But things. You just look for signs. When you're a young comedian, you're like, just give me a sign I should keep going. And when you're young, it's like one guy coming up after a show going, I liked a lot of your material. You're my favorite comic tonight.
Yep.
That's just a little morsel to keep you going. That's fuel.
I think that people they underappreciate that, or they underestimate how powerful those things are.
No.
Just those little, once in a while, like someone after a show, he'll be like, hey man, you're really funny, man. You just need to be a little louder. Like I remember this guy told me that. And he goes, you were my favorite. Just be more confident, man. Like I could tell he really meant it.
Mm-hmm.
And those things, like they keep you going, you take them with you. I had an opposite experience. Like Jamie gave me my chance. I was coming here for a year open mic. And then he said, we're going to start this Asian night. Can you bring people? I went crazy, right? I packed the place, right? I brought like hundreds of people. And then
like Asians,
that
we're
night,
in LA. Of course I can get Asians.
I brought a shitload of people from K-Town. They drank a lot. They were buying bottles. Jamie loved it. And then, what's it called? So, I thought my shit was good. I did my 10 minutes. It was rocking, right?
Yeah.
The very next, he goes, okay, you got the show now. You're going to host every week. It was Saturday at midnight. And that's when it started. And then, what's it called? The week after, that first week was 300. The week after was like 40 people.
Mm-hmm.
And I got this exact same set.
No
shit.
Yeah.
And it hit me. The reality hit me like 2 minutes into it, and they saw it. The panic in my face, like straight up wanting to eject. And I'm always gonna remember how bad that was, like here at the Laugh Factory. Like, and it was going back, knowing I had to go back the next time. It was so hard that I got wasted and I was drunk.
Right.
And then I appreciate Joe Coy. I remember him telling me like, hey man, you look like an idiot, dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like just wasted.
Yeah, Joe can always be counted on to say something like that. You look like an idiot. Thank you, Joe. Thank you so much.
So no, but I appreciate it because he goes, I remember I filmed myself once and I was early in my career and I was drunk and I looked like an idiot,
Yeah.
And so, yeah, man, but you just got to keep going. You know?
Joe was around a lot back in those days.
Oh, when I first started, it was Joe and Dane ruled the Laugh Factory, and they were Dane mostly. Yeah, this was Dane's play. He fucking destroyed it. It was like Girls Gone Wild here. It was crazy. It was like, man. And so, just seeing all that, and just like not only that, like here at the Laugh Factory, like you're saying when you're reading the books, they started the Laugh Factory or the Comedy Store or the Improv. There'd be times just hanging out here, and then like I met Chris Rock, and then I just hanging out with Dave Chappelle. Like he just is amazing. It's surreal. I always tell people that want to come to Hollywood, I'm like, well, here's how Hollywood works. Like a typical week. Like Monday, my car got towed. Tuesday, when I got it back, someone smashed the side mirror. Wednesday, I got an audition for a TV show. Thursday, found out I landed a TV appearance, and Friday performed at the Laugh Factory and then hung out with Dave Chappelle. Yeah, exactly. And you're like, so I don't know if this place is good or bad. I don't know. It's just like a roller coaster. It is good because you know what? Other than that, majority of the world, and I'm in it right now, is like this. This is what everybody's doing in front of a computer. See, I like that. But nice. Humans are not meant. And they're just shopping on Amazon. No, not this. And when your boss comes, you close it all down and back to the reports. Yeah. And then you're like swiping the window open. Some companies, others, they don't even let you have internet access. Yeah. When I had corporate job, I was like, whenever boss wasn't around, we can kind of shop right now for some Amazon. And I knew about all the holidays. Mother's Day's coming, Christmas. We got to be on top. Now I'm like, first of all, I don't know when Mother's Day is, and I don't have any money
in case it's coming around the corner. All the money I make, I put right back into like making sketches or doing podcasts. We got to hustle out here.
You gotta hustle.
It used to be you just had to be funny on stage and
No.
someone would notice you. Now it's like, do you have a podcast and a video cast and a YouTube channel and social media and Instagram and Twitter?
It's like everything. Your game's gonna be tight
Vine.
with every social media aspect. They look at your numbers. Well, one thing I respect about you is like, you know, sometimes I do the Bray Improv, and then you just produce your own show or something. You know, I see your name.
Yeah, I
on
do
there.
about one every 3 months over there.
Yeah, so that's what a lot of people don't realize is it doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter if you've blown up big. Every show is basically, you know, a bringer show. It doesn't matter if, like right here at the Laugh Factory, even on a Friday night, you know, we have a lot of headliners, but very few people draw like your name.
Especially
alone.
when you're doing 5 shows a week. You might have 200 people that want to see you, but they just saw you last week and the month before. So it's hard to keep drawing consistently.
It's very few people draw. And if your social media numbers aren't huge,
right,
and you're not promoting it, you know, it's like there's just a handful of comedians that draw, you know, like big time. And then you just got to keep going until it's your time, you know, and that's the dream.
That's it.
Trying
to build the numbers. I started posting videos 1 a week on Facebook.
Oh, right on.
Always YouTube, but Facebook is getting the bigger numbers.
Facebook is getting bigger numbers now.
It's easier to share. It's easier to tag your friend.
People are already on there now anyways. Yeah. So
and they autoplay, so they're already kind of watching it for a second.
That's one thing that Facebook definitely figured out, and YouTube kind of slept on it. And Facebook video, you see a lot of videos like the 10, 20 million viral views.
Right.
Because people are on Facebook anyway. So it's like,
when I first started posting them, it was like 700 views, 700. Then it was like 2,000, 2,000. Now each post is like 20,000.
oh, wait. My bad. I haven't seen. What are you doing? Like
different sketches or stand up. So luckily at this level in comedy, I have like lots of stand up material out there and stuff that has already been on TV, but no one has seen. Because I now have, when it went on TV, I had like 4,000 fans. Now I've got 18,000 Facebook fans. So there's 14,000 people that like me, but never saw that clip. I go and cut it, and I'm finding out the shorter the better. Cut it, throw it on there.
Like what? How many minutes you think?
1.
One top, right? Like we're getting ADD's getting shorter and shorter.
Yeah, because
it used to be 2.
I was doing 2-minute videos, and I did one 40-second video, and I go, it's almost a waste. No, it's perfect. People are on the bus or on the train station. They go, oh, this guy's funny, and they share it. It's 1 joke now. If you could just feed the fish 1 joke every week, then they're like, this guy's so funny. He makes me laugh every week.
Got it. So, and plus with Vine, the Vine young culture, they're, what is that, 6 seconds? Or
6 seconds.
6 seconds. And then Instagram's 30 seconds, right? Or
it's like,
15.
Hey, babe.
Yeah.
And that's like the end of, and it's like, wow, I don't even know what I just watched.
It's like, yeah. So that's the next millennial culture is between 6 seconds and a minute. A minute, yeah.
Yeah, so I take these videos and like something I did, like a stand-up. When you're younger, you do stand-up on TV, you don't even like your whole set because you're like, oh, the transitions were weird. It didn't end. But there's always that 1 joke in there you love. Slice that out, put it on. Just like my old medical sales day. Excise that. Inject it, inject it, and boom. And new fans are finding it.
And it is like, you know, everything is like a formula. It's like, you know, you got to keep being consistent. Respect on that, man. Yeah.
So that's the stand-up stuff. And then if I write a sketch and get some actors in it, we did a couple of different ones. Like when Ronda Rousey lost, I have a friend, she looks just like Ronda Rousey. So we put a black eye on her, and then I interviewed her as like a 60 Minutes reporter. What was going through your mind that night? Holly Holmes' foot. And like, you're just writing.
Right there. Yeah.
You're just writing like the beats of a stand-up act, but for 2 people to say.
Got it.
And I hope to turn that into like a sitcom or like writing for a sketch show.
Yeah,
trying to be like a one-man Saturday Night Live until Mad TV or SNL notices.
Right. I heard Mad TV's coming back. You should get on, man.
I'm gonna send in an audition tape and see what they say.
Hell yeah,
but
man.
It's been a lot of fun. Just learning all this stuff, because a lot of people like, okay, so don't ever do this if you're a fan of comedy. Don't find your friend who started comedy and be like, you should get on the Tonight Show. That's what you need to do, bro. Like, we know we should try to get on the Tonight Show.
I know.
It's not like we're just like, sleeping on that.
Oh,
like,
my God. So
thank you for the advice. I really appreciate that, Auntie.
Speaking on that, like, so I produced this Asian talent show called Collaboration for 10 years, right, in my 20s. And like, you know, it started getting traction. We started doing it in other cities. Every fucking city out there would be people that go, hey, why don't you get Pepsi to sponsor you? Like, really? Like that? I should call them? Every city, some wise guy, you know.
Oh, it's
like
every
you
Christmas.
should get Samsung. Why don't you have Samsung? Oh, thanks.
Samsung. No, every Christmas, like, you know what you need to do? Ellen. Now, she is helping a lot of comedians out. Like, I know Ellen's helping comedians out. I'm trying. I actually tweet my sketches to Ellen.
Oh yeah.
Because if she finds one like heartbreaking or
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh,
Then she might bring you on, right?
Yeah.
I remember Darren Carter told me that this guy was like, "Hey, can I get a picture with you?" Like this guy, and then like while he was taking a picture, he was telling him advice the whole time. Like while he was getting a picture with him, he's like, "You know what you should do?" You're like, "Damn, man! Like shit, I'm taking a picture." Yeah, man. Everybody has advice. Everybody's a know-it-all.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
But what the great thing is, if you keep producing great material, Ellen approaches you. Jimmy Fallon approaches you. It's about making a lot of noise and getting
True.
your name out there so that
Squeaky
you become,
wheel.
Yeah, you
Gets the
become a
oil
name.
for sure, man. So you're doing that, and then so you're making a living right now doing.
I'm
comedy.
doing all stand up. I do about 20 weeks comedy clubs a year, and then like maybe 20 college gigs a year.
Those are good. Those
and
are
then
money.
20 private events, which is like wedding, bar mitzvah, birthday party.
I'm all about that way.
I had this fan who hit me up like, "Hey, we want to have a birthday party. Will you come do it? You know, pay a couple grand. You do like 20 minutes of jokes.
Damn.
It's in Texas. We'll buy your flight."
Damn.
I was like, "Sweet, let's do it." He's like, "Great." We signed all the paperwork. At what time? He's like 9:00 because all the 9-year-olds go to bed around 10. And I go,
No
like,
way.
I go, "Tell me everything I need to know about
He didn't
this
want to
show."
tell you
He
till
did
sign.
not say that.
No way.
He did not. So yeah. So
So you do a
comedy
clean set.
comedy show for kids, which is more just about, you know what I find funny to kids is treat them overly like adults.
Yeah, they
If
love
you're
it.
like, "Excuse me, sir, you in the front row, sir, do you have a
They
job?"
love it.
And they're like,
They
"No,
feel-
I don't have a job." You're
Yeah,
like, "You have no
yeah.
employment. How are you going to pay for all this stuff? Is this your home?" "This is my parents' home."
Totally.
So you're just having fun with
No,
it.
they love it. You know, we forget because it's been so long. But I have a 7-year-old son, and like when I meet his friends, I always shake their hand like, "Hi, sir." Like
Sir,
that.
nice to
They
meet you.
love it.
Yeah, they
dude.
love
They
it.
feel so their chest.
I ask them if they drive.
Puffs
I go,
up.
"Do you drive or how do
Yeah,
you get
yeah.
to school?" "My mom." I'm like, "You're not driving yet? You got to
Yeah.
take care of your own
That's
responsibilities."
awesome.
Yeah.
That's
and
hilarious.
So
Yeah,
just
yeah,
turn
yeah.
everything around, and
Cool.
a lot of comedy is getting thrown in like the deep end of different pools and just trying to like tread water, and you learn one or two jokes from that experience. Colleges for me can be very tough because the kids are so sensitive, and we just learned about this anti-discrimination.
It's getting way too sensitive, man.
So you just take all these, like, you fail a lot, but there's a piece of gold. Okay, fail, gold. If you're famous, you know, they're already laughing on the edge of their seat at everything you say. But this is the real deal when you're out there and like they don't quite know you. They've seen you in a few sketches.
Yeah.
You got to win them over. And I just put a little piece of gold in my little basket, and now I have a whole 1-hour pile of like what I can go to.
That's crazy. You could do clean. You could do kids. You could do
Kids.
corporate. You could do yeah.
Yeah, I did a corporate party for Sephora makeup company, and it was so dope because they had all these like execs from
That sounds
Hawaii.
like money, bro.
Yeah, that's why you want to get your act so you can look good in a suit like you do, or throw on a backwards baseball cap and talk crap. Like,
yeah.
I can kind of try to go both ways, and it's been working. So at Sephora, they go, we ask that you don't make. They give you a list. Corporates, don't make fun of this, and this.
Yeah.
And this one said, don't make fun of any gay guys. And because I would be uncomfortable for this.
Of course.
So I went out there and I brought out the list. And I just started talking about the list.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I'm like, you know how hard it is to be a comedian when corporate hands you a list? You guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And I started going through it. Don't make fun of anyone with hair extensions. I'm like, so I'm not going to make fun of you, or you.
They love that, right?
It became my 10 minutes of my 20.
That's so good.
It was great.
Because it's the elephant in the room. You're calling it out.
Yeah.
That's.
And then I pulled out a long receipt. I go, I bought my girlfriend a chapstick, you know. I go, you know how Sephora does. Killing 10 trees.
That's hilarious.
And it's just little stuff. They don't need that much. A lot of people come from a comedy club going, I'm going to kill him and I'm going to tell him about my day. And they just want to, you just got to tickle them.
Yeah.
Because the execs are sitting on the edge of their seat like, don't say this or that. They've got a whole bunch of, they got sued.
I remember Jeremiah Watkins told me that Bobby Lee took him to Vegas, and it was a corporate gig, and, you know, it was like really well paid. And then right before he goes on, Bobby told Jeremiah, he goes, hey, you're going to eat dick, right? And Jeremiah goes, what the fuck? Why are you bringing me here? He goes, I brought you here because you're going to eat dick and make me look better. because it's a corporate
That's
gig.
true.
And they don't want, because Jeremiah's really funny, but he has like the very physical
stuff.
So yeah, but they're like really like, like
Yeah.
I guess like they wanted this Asian, they just wanted like some funny Asian to like be
Yeah.
but like Bobby just wanted him to warm him up with Jeremiah.
You go out there.
And I go, what happened? Jeremiah's like, dude, I ate dick, dude. It was horrible. It was like, but then afterwards, Bobby bought me like I got paid, but he bought me like a nice steak dinner. They're eating, cracking me up, man.
Yeah, I'm always looking for ways to not, suck up there. And sometimes you got to change the energy of the room. You got to change it. They want you to do comedy, but there's no microphone and there's no stage and there's no light.
God, dude.
So you got to.
Joey Gila did Florida State, and we did. It was in a lab, and there was like a place where you wash your hands right in front of everybody, and Joey was washing his hands. He's like, "We're blowing up, everyone!" It was ridiculous.
Yeah, you got to start messing with that stuff.
Yeah,
because at the highest levels of comedy, you might be on the Ellen show, and they go, "Hey, funny guy, go do the cooking segment," and you got to go behind the counter and be like,
"Got to be on it."
So you just chop, huh? And you just like
improv,
and you're just improving off all of the surroundings.
Yeah. Have your parents seen you or no?
When I first started out, every time my parents came, I would bomb. I'd be like killing. They would come, and it would go bad. Like six in a row doing well. This one's going bad, and they'd be like, "We're really worried about you. Is this really?" Like, I'm like, "You don't understand. Last night I was killing." They're like, "No, it's okay. We believe you. Last night."
Have they seen you like on TV?
My dad?
Oh yeah, Last Comic, man.
I did a cruise ship.
Yeah.
And it was my dad's birthday, so I brought him and my uncle.
Wow.
And they're 72 and 82 years old or something like that. And they came, and I got a standing ovation on the cruise ship.
Nice.
And it's all older people. It looks like the Titanic.
So he loved it. Looks like the Titanic.
And the cruise ships are beautiful. They have really nice stages with curtains and the crew. And most comedians, we don't expect a crew. We're just sitting up there doing our jokes. Sometimes we got to work our own phone and play music for the mic. And these guys are like, hit that song, and then I go, my dad and his brother in the audience, give it up for my uncle, and the spotlight turned on, and
they're like on it. It's like high tech.
There's 800 people in the room. And
damn, it's like that.
Yeah, and they felt like I felt like we're on the Titanic, and I'm Leonardo DiCaprio.
Are you like you have to dress? You have to be all.
You do. You got to dress pretty nice. So I wore I basically wore what you're wearing, and just loosened up the tie, and just went for it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn, you've been hustling, man.
I've been hitting on a lot of cylinders. Now we just got to get that little. That's why I'm here. I was gonna ask you for a job. Come on.
I am a recruiter, man.
Corporate Asian man.
I'm with you on that same level, except I got a daytime job, 3 kids.
That's the hard part.
MC DJ weddings on the weekend, and then I'm a recruiter, and then doing the stand up, man. I'm very envious, jealous as fuck, man, because of just all my all my stand up comedian friends and all my peers that are doing it, and you see them online, and it's just like like Amir's told me, you can't use it as excuse, Amir K. So I appreciate it. It kind of hit me. I brought him in a podcast, and at the end, he was like, "Whatever excuse you want to tell yourself, PK." And I'm like, "All right." It stung because you could. That's true. You could use as an excuse. There's like look at moms. There's people who are married with kids and still killing it. Jim Gaffigan, but I'm like, shit, man. Like they have a certain level of talent and money already. It's like it's gonna be very hard to get there, right? So it's just appreciating every show. For me, it's like I'm just appreciating every new bit. If I can just do one new bit, if I don't come up with a new bit, I drive home like fucking hating myself. Like I'm a fucking I curse myself out. Like you fucking puss. Why don't you just try it? Who cares if you bomb?
Yeah. But the best place to try those is shows that aren't like under the.
But that's why I hate when people I know come. Sometimes I'm right about to do a bit, and then coworkers, friends, family, like they'll come and you're like, oh man, dude.
I'm getting better now over the years of writing, where it used to be like, I got to try this bit. Okay, that bit didn't work. Now in the lab, I'm like, I know this bit's going to work because it ends on this. Cool. And that's better because then you're like, and it still might surprise you every now and then where, it didn't work.
Yeah.
But at least
more and more
your radar is timing, a little, your radar's going boop, boop, boop.
Your experience.
Yeah. So there's some bits right out of the gate. They're so.
That means you're graduating to the next level of, let's just say it's like Taekwondo, like you're another belt, man.
Yeah.
Like Cat Williams said he got to a point where majority of his jokes, he just knew.
Yeah, you just know. Your radar, you know what the wavelength you're going to ride, and you just dive in. And every once in a while, it still throws you off. And that's the exciting part. You're like, it makes you hungry again. Why did tonight not go right? But then you get back in there and you write
Do you write? Like, do you physically? Do you type?
If I'm talking to people and something funny comes out, I'm like, hold on, put it in my phone.
Me too.
Then for my phone, I like to type it. I could cut and paste.
You memo it, or you type it. You memo it. Yeah, even like you in the notes.
Well, no, I talk. You
voice it, right? Yeah,
and it texts it out.
Oh wait, what do you use? What is that called?
Notepad, and you hit the. I have a Samsung, so you just go.
Oh really?
The girl fell down the stairs, and then
iPhone have that shit.
Yeah, I'm sure iPhone has it. Dragon Speak, right? Then I could go in there and cut and paste it in my computer, but I like the act of reading it and retyping it a second time. Yeah. Then I like mold it a little more.
Yeah.
Then sometimes I'll go before a set and I'll write it on a set list, and then I've seen it, read it, and heard it 3 times before I actually set it on stage. And other things just come out while you're on stage.
I like that. I think I'm very similar to you. I've been talking to a lot of comedians. I always ask them, "Do you write?" Like half the comedians, they don't write. Like no, but they just come up with it.
Yeah.
And I can't do that.
Do they ever write it down? That's what I was wondering. Because there's so many bits. Once I look, I go, oh, I got to bring that back. That ties now. 10 years later, oh, that joke now ties better into this joke, and now it's like a bridge.
Yeah. I have to write it down, but there's some comedians that say like, no, they say it messes them up. So I'm like, damn, man, how do you do that?
Some people are playing jazz. Just like other people are playing by the notes.
Totally.
And I'm somewhere in between the two.
That was a beautiful comedian analogy right there.
Improv jazz, baby.
Improv jazz. Yeah. So you write it all out and then you voice it.
Yeah, that's certain bits. And others I'm like I had this idea for a country western song. Just out of the blue. I thought, how funny would this be if this I was at the bar all by myself, and he saw this girl with high heels, made her legs look top shelf. So anyway, long story short, he took her home because mama didn't raise no fool. Well, the next morning she was so beautiful, he invited her to his family barbecue, and she showed up wearing the exact same outfit. And so now the family's mad at him.
Like, who the hell is
this? Like the uncle's packing up the kids, like, let's go. Mom slaps dad because he's looking for too long. Grandma's digging a hole, like, I'd rather die than see this again. and eventually everyone left, so he's just like, well, then I threw her on the picnic table because everyone else left and mama didn't raise no fool. So it's the most typical.
You gotta do it. That's a great song, man.
Yeah. I wrote it all out. But it just came to me like that would be so funny to me if you invited some one night stand to your barbecue and it ruined everything.
On that point, I have to ask you, man. So I respect, your game, man. Like, I see the quality of the women you hang out with. So how is it,
well,
being on the road, man, or just being a comedian.
Well, if you're a rock star, you have groupies. A lot of people say, I'm not going to be one of your groupies. I'm like, yeah, excuse me. Comedians do not have groupies. We always have one girl waiting after the show for us if we're lucky. So we have group high.
Group high? Group high.
And,
well, your game started early now, and it makes sense from, hanging out with the Vegas boys, man.
Yeah, of course. But you go on the road, and it's fun. There's always, actually now I have so much work to do. Like on the road, you can literally do nothing on the road and just wait for your 15-minute show that night or 45 minutes. Or you can spend all day like cutting music videos, editing,
doing stuff.
And that's mine lately is like, even though I'm out of LA, I want to keep LA mind frame because this town will leave you in the dust if you're not staying on top of it.
Totally.
So
that's good that you're not on substances and doing stuff because that's where the road can get lonely as hell and people like have to fill. People don't realize after a show, I would do college shows and then you're like, yeah, is that cool? No, like you can't. You're like it's
after a show, the rush of people leave and then you look
there's
around.
This emptiness.
It's a long walk to your car by yourself with your merch and you only sold 4 DVDs and you got 30 left and
man.
You load up your car and you just drive in and you're back in Best Western
room and jerk off and whatever.
Were you in my room? How did you know?
I would make myself feel better by getting a burrito, jerk off. Yeah, and
in that order.
Yeah, jerk off.
Don't jerk off in your burrito.
Yeah, and then call the wife, tell her I love her. in that order.
Yeah.
But, so yeah, man.
Yeah. So yeah, on the road,
it's crazy, right? One of my boys is a YouTube star. I'm like, hey, bro, brother, I've been seeing like the girls you're hanging out with, and he already said, he goes, every 100, because he's at 1 million subscribers now. He goes, every 100,000 subscribers, the girls get hotter. Every 100,000,
there's a tier.
There's a tier, man.
And those girls were like, "You're not ready for me.
Yeah,
wait till your viewers are up, and then I'll get you up."
Girls get hotter every 100,000. I'm like, it must be pretty. He's like, "Yep,
nice,
it's pretty nice."
Yeah, these Vine guys and YouTube guys are doing well. Like I saw this guy in the airport, and I've been on like 10 TV shows myself. So I go, "Hey man, what's up? I'm a comedian." He's like, "Oh yeah, nice to meet you." I'm like, No, I see on Vine. He's like, he big dogged me a little bit.
Oh god.
Yeah, he's like, all right, cool, man, take it easy. And I'm like, screw this guy. He's been on Vine and like a couple things. So I looked him up. He makes $80,000 per Vine video if he promotes a product in it. So I was like, yeah, okay. He does about 2-3 a month. He's making $250,000 a month. So.
That hurts my heart, to be honest. That depresses me.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Of course, he has to split that $80,000 with like his agent, manager, and this. But I'm not making $80,000 for nothing.
That's not bad. Sure. That's not bad.
Yeah.
So basically, you're on this road and this path. What's the ultimate goal?
That goes back to like, you should get on the Tonight Show.
Yeah.
I'm leaving myself open as an artist to whatever comes, and I know the right thing that fits the best will land in my lap, and I'll be like, Daniel Tosh could have never pictured like 10 years prior that he would become the biggest megastar off of a show about YouTube videos.
And it was so low budget,
low radar.
Have you ever been? I visited the set because I used to work right across from there.
Right.
So we went in. We're like, can we check it out? We went in there. It was just a green screen and a tiny little audience with fold up chairs.
Yeah.
And they made millions.
Yeah. He goes, they will never, in his comedy, he goes, they'll never cancel my show. However cheap you think that looks to make, just know that it is a lot cheaper than that.
That's what he said?
Yeah. He's so funny.
And
he would not maybe be the best Jay Leno or...
That's perfect, though.
This show was perfect for him at that time. So I don't want to say, I want to be on SNL or I want to be in this. Or
just whatever at that right time.
I do see myself, I think I would be a decent talk show host. I would hope. I wouldn't take... Jon Stewart's desk or
why not? Why not? Dude, I remember when I was
I'm not ethnic enough. Now that's the new thing. Ethnicity.
I was opening for Trevor Noah. I remember at Ice House, like 7 years ago, and then
Yep.
And then I didn't even know what happened to him, and the next thing I know, I'm like, damn, man, it's like
it can happen quick, and you never know what angle. So I'm just gonna leave myself open to when a job opens, and they throw me in it. I hosted this. I was a host of a pilot for a kids game show, and that was the most fun. I had so much fun.
It didn't get picked up?
It didn't end up getting picked up. It was close.
Yeah,
and it was Looney Tunes doing it. So I was interacting with Bugs and like the Tasmanian Devil. I'm like, well, look out, here comes Taz, and I'm like, what do you think about that, Bugs? He's like, there's no one there. But they're going to put him in later. I was like, dude, how cool would that be to be standing among these iconic cartoons? And then the kids, it was like Double Dare. They'd have to like swing a big mallet and smash these things, and if they didn't, gack or oil or whatever would drop on their head.
Yeah.
It would have been so cool.
I have to ask this, do you think that because you look like a male model like Zoolander? I'm kidding, not Zoolander. You look like like you'll be a boy band. Do you think that's harder for you as a comedian? Do you get hate?
Well, I don't know because everyone is like, okay, so you can watch a guy do a bunch of jokes about being a big fat slob, and he's going to get a lot of laughs.
Yeah.
But you can't be like, well, maybe I could change my look. Don't chase that.
Exactly.
He's a tuba, and I'm going to always be a trumpet. So he can't play the notes I can play. I can play the notes he'll never play. So we got to find a way to work together.
Yeah, beautiful marching band analogy.
Yeah, I know. That's my marching band lifestyle.
Wait, what did you play?
I played trumpet.
Yeah. KT played trombone. You should make a big comedian marching
KT
band.
and I, that could be our thing. That's what's holding us back.
So you're very comfortable in your skin. That's right. I think that's what I've noticed about you from back in the day, because guys could easily hate on you when they meet you. To be honest, like, you've always been cool to me, so I've always been like, hey, what's up, brother? But guys could be like, what the fuck is this like model dude trying to do fucking comedy?
That does help. You got to play your lane, the best lane you could play yours, because you can't.
But do you see a guy?
Some people told me like, you should put on some weight, or you should like scrub it up.
Do you see guys like this when you?
Yeah, when I get on stage, I see guys like crossing the arms.
They're with their girlfriend.
So I started doing jokes like, hey guys, you know what's crazy about me? I look gay way too easy.
Immediately just
then they're like, hey, this guy's pretty cool.
Totally.
But now people like girls in like colleges are like, what does that mean? Look gay. I don't approve of this. And I'm like, I'm just trying to disarm the guys, and now you
seriously get that? That's all the professors. It's the professors on campus. What they because they're in a bubble and they're tenured or whatever. They're just, that's their world, and then they start power tripping, and then they're not in the real world. The real world is like, you just got to talk real. Like, you can't be so sensitive and PC. So it's like, so they're influencing.
So you knew what I was trying to do when I go like, hey, sometimes
of course,
you're like, oh yeah, Kavon's disarming the guys, but the crowd is looking at it, just so we can chill and talk, instead
everybody's
of like
looking for a reason to be offended. And I remember that's why when I came out of college, I was shocked at comedy, because I was like, oh, You know, like you're brainwashing. But now I'm so jaded that like when people, some people are offended by the word whore or whatever. I'm like, what? Like, why? Like, I'm a wedding whore. Like, I go to weddings every week.
Yeah.
Like, what? It's just stop getting so offended. Like,
and some people go, if I do a joke like, yo, my black friends and I go to the club and they like all the girls with booty. Well, guess what? We all like girls with booty. How did that become a black thing?
Yeah.
Some people are like, dude, I really love a lot of your racist jokes. Those were so funny. I'm like, that joke dealt with black versus white guys, but it wasn't a racist joke. Like a racist joke would be like, let's kill all of them or something. Like, it's just a joke that deals with race. There's a difference.
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't like these titles. Like, you do a lot of racist joke or do you do a lot of anti-gay or whatever? It's like, no, I always say this, comedians take a flashlight and shine it in the darkest corners of society.
So true.
Where no one else is willing to look. And then we got to find some weird thing and then make a joke about it, even though it's creep us out or slimy or weird and uncomfortable.
And people feel they can judge all they want, but sometimes it just shows their hypocrisy, Yeah. I remember last week I said, like, when I come home, I smell my socks to see what kind of day that I had, right? I do that. And I remember these girls in the front go, ew. And then her boyfriend went, you fucking do it. I go, oh, you got busted, saying like immediately she wanted to, even to a bunch of fucking strangers, show like ill.
Right.
When she did it herself before. And I'm like you said, it's a flashlight, It's a flashlight, man. Hey, so thank you for coming through, man. Do you have anything you could plug?
Oh, well, I'll be filming on an MTV show coming soon. That's going to be airing. And I'm on Laughs on Fox currently and on Netflix.
Nice,
so to the viewers.
Wait, Laughs on Netflix?
Laughs on Fox, and I'm also on Netflix.
Oh, you also on what on Netflix here?
It's called Comics Without Borders with Russell Peters.
Oh, right.
It's my first stand-up, so I call it Baby Kavon. If you want to see Baby Kavon with some cargo,
wait, how long ago is
camouflage
that
cargo pants?
How long ago is that? I remember that.
Yeah, girls like, why are you wearing those? Those are lame. Like, you wanted us to wear those back in the early 2000s. Yeah. Skinny jeans were not in
so
at
this
that
was
time.
back in the day.
Yeah.
They're just releasing
it. So it's getting a second life on Netflix. And then I'm taking it on Netflix and splicing it and putting it on. So it's getting all kinds of like double bump.
Dope.
But the MTV show is going to be really dope. We're going to be telling our jokes and actors are going to recreate the story.
Wow.
So if I'm like, I pulled up on this girl in a nice car, there'll be an actor in a nice car. I'm like, yo, what's up, baby? He's going to move his mouth, but my voice will be coming out. What's up, baby?
That's dope.
It's like drunk history.
And some people animate it like it's like that, right?
Yeah.
But it's real life people.
This is real life actors recreating it.
That's brilliant.
It's going to be cool.
That's dope.
So there's that. And then everything else just auditioning. And anyone that supports your podcast is going to get 2 free tickets to my next comedy show.
Right on.
You
2 free tickets.
www.kvon.tv. If you Google Kavon, I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I want you guys to come to the show, whether it's at the world famous Laugh Factory or wherever you are in America or beyond.
Thanks, man.
And I got that song we can play ourselves out to.
Oh yeah, we're gonna rock out to
the Powerball Pump.
Kavon's song, the Powerball Pump.
So
wait, it's for the lottery or the lotto?
The lotto was
it's at 300 million today, man.
Well, the lotto, the last lotto was at 1.5 billion.
Yeah.
The winning ticket, one of them was sold in Chino Hills.
Yeah.
They asked the Indian guy that sold it at 7-Eleven, like, you got $1 million bonus just for selling the ticket. Are you gonna quit? He's like, nope, I would be here every day. And they're like, you're not going to quit? You're a millionaire. He's like, I will be at 7-Eleven 24/7 until I get to heaven. I will always be here. So I thought that was so cool. He was so grateful and peaceful.
Yeah.
I thought, what if he wrote a rap diss song? Like he tapped into his inner anger and just started talking crap to everybody. Yeah. So we're going to play that on the way out if you want to hear it.
Powerball bump. The pump or bump?
Powerball pump. Ready? Let's turn it up.
Powerball
7-Eleven where the winning ticket was sold, Mr.
Okay,
Bobbio.
I don't hear anything yet. Is the DJ going to
This
play?
one good for audio.
Video, I sold the winning lottery ticket. I could get a little bit better staff here. Maybe a better sound engineer. Oh, there you are. Okay. Turn me up in the headphones, please. I'm doing this for Chino Hills. There we go.
Can I do it live?
I like what I'm hearing.
All right, hold on. All right, check this out.
These mics are sensitive, so yeah.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Oh, so that was too loud then.
No, No, that's perfect.
Okay, good. Here, let's just do it live because you know what? We're here. You guys deserve better.
The Powerball Pump live by Kavon. Let's do this.
Ripping 7-Eleven to the day I die.
Stop what you're doing. I'm about to ruin minimum wage stereotypes that you're used to. I may look funny, but I'm still making money. I'm the Powerball winning lotto ticket seller.
I'm the first millionaire cashier teller. Let me introduce myself. My name is Muzaffar, but you can call me Dave. So only come into my store if you promise to behave. You can find me working 24/7 at 7-Eleven until I get to heaven. Come on in, get some Laffy Taffy. I'm up here spitting rhymes. You're busy spilling coffee. Don't shout at me, say go back to my country. You want to use the bathroom, it's me you need to see. You have to get the key. I have authority. It's not my emergency because you need to pee.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, Kavon, the Powerball pump.
Only one more verse after this. On the door, check out the sign I just put up. Teenagers only allowed 2 at a time. I don't like you if your skin is darker than mine. I got Red Bull, 5-hour energy. If you tried to rob me, this could be your eulogy. Powerball legend, I sold to the ticket winner. When the day is done, I enjoy a donut dinner. Ice, beer, cashier. You can bring your cash here. I got nothing to fear. Second verse is worse than the first. This is where I have the audience do like windshield wipers. The audience, imagine 500 people, not 2. And then I have everyone do squeegee. You have to squeegee the window. Put it like that. Do the other window. This is the squeegee car wash. Okay, here we go. This takes a lot of breath. Here we go.
What do you say about that?
Check it out. Zigzag, cell phone chargers galore. I'm sweeping the game. I'm busy mopping the floor. Cigarettes, overpriced, $20 a pack. So don't be surprised when my wallet is stacked. You may have heard I sold the winning Powerball ticket. If you don't like it, here's my dick, lick it. Lazy American, you think I took my job from you? I actually got one more, so that makes 2. I'm the world's first slurp dog millionaire. Girl, when you see me, try not to stare. 7-Eleven, I'm still mopping the floor. And if your girl looks twice, then I'm taking that whore. Oh, you're getting mad, don't trip just yet. I put the sign on your girl that says caution. Wet, I just met you. I don't want to sound deranged, but girl, you want to get married? It can be arranged. I hear you bitchin' gas prices are high. Guess what, bitch? So am I. I got love pills that plump up my Slim Jim. I sold about 1,000 to Lamar Odom. I'll take you to the back and we won't be just friends. And when I'm done, I'll say, thank you, come again. Yay.
Damn. Whew. Damn. Yo, dude. Hey, you got a fucking lot of rhymes in that one, dude.
Yes.
Damn, dude.
I have 7 songs. That's one of my favorites.
Dude, that was a project, bro. I thought it was just like a verse.
No, man. And check out the music video. It goes with it.
Yo, check out Powerball Pump. Came on. That was legit, man. Thank you so much for coming through, man.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, dude, keep blowing
Support
up.
his shows too, man.
Keep blowing up. Keep doing your thing. Much respect, brother. Kimchi Podcast, Kavon Comedy, Powerball Pump.
Never been done before on a podcast.
Hey, that was pretty crazy, dude.
Dream big. There's no other option. Channel PK Town.